Mainly the patients which I deal with can be divided into two types of patients. Those with malignant diseases, cancer, and those without cancer. If we take the patient without cancer, could be mainly any lump or any tumor which is not malignant in the neck, in the salivary gland area, thyroid surgery, parathyroid surgery. These are in the neck, and also sinus surgery, inflammatory diseases, sinusitis, chronic sinusitis, polyposis, or other diseases which are in the nose. This is a high volume. If we go to the malignant for the cancer patients, we can start with the thyroid cancers. There are several different thyroid cancers, laryngeal cancer, the voice box tumors, and the oral cavity cancers, salivary gland, everything which is in the face, nose, these type of cancer, up to the base of skull, which is the top, the floor of the brain. So pretty much any diseases which is related to otolaryngology or head and neck surgery from the chest to the brain can be managed in my practice. Important symptoms which are alerting for the need to see an ENT doctor or to come to my clinics are any lump, any tumor which the patient sees in the neck or in the oral cavity. This is something which immediately needs to be taken care by a doctor. Other symptoms, especially with those who are in high risk, smokers or people who drink alcohol, hoarseness, problem in the voice. It means that there may be a tumor over there. Any problem to speak or any pain in the head and neck area many times mean that there's a tumor over there. So you need to come to see. And obviously chronic sinusitis, so diseases which are chronic, coming every couple of months or every year, problem to breathe, problem to smell. These patients need to be evaluated. They can have benign disease, but they can also have cancer. So, especially in the head and neck and ENT area, there is a need for a multidisciplinary team if you deal with complex disease such as cancer. What is a multidisciplinary team? Multidisciplinary team is an approach which have different doctors from different disciplines, from different specialties, that comes around the patient and decide what is the best treatment for the patient. Sometimes it's one treatment, for example, surgery. Sometimes it's not surgery, it's radiation. But many times it's the combination of surgery followed by radiation or with chemotherapy. So it's a problem which needs different specialties around the patient. Also, in surgery itself, you may need several specialties. For example, a head and neck surgeon and a plastic surgeon. Sometimes a head and neck surgeon and a neurosurgeon. So sometimes head and neck surgeon and a chest, because there's some problem in the lung. So this is what we call multidisciplinary approach. There's several doctors, sometimes two, sometimes up to 5 and 6 doctors from different disciplines around a patient, trying to find out the best solution for this specific patient. Smoking is the most risky situation to develop cancer in the whole body, and especially in the head and neck region. Why? Because when you smoke, the first area that you get the smoke in is the mouth and the larynx. And therefore, tumors develop in the mouth and the larynx. If you combine this with drinking of alcohol, then you don't double it, it's 10 times the risk, because the combination of drinking with smoking creates an intensive risk. So these patients need to be, after I would say age of 30, need to be alerted towards these symptoms. Any new symptoms, they need to see a doctor. Other risk factors are familial. For example, if there is familial disease in the thyroid, for diseases in the thyroid, there's a high risk. Other risk factors is radiation. If the patient received radiation before, or if he's was exposed to radiation towards his life, even when he was very young, then that increases the risk for thyroid diseases, for thyroid cancer. And now also there is a new risk factor coming in, which is the human papillomavirus. HPV is another risk factor, which is known for the cervical cancer in gynecology, but now we know that the same HPV virus increases the risk for developing cancer also in the throat. So these are the main factors. The first treatment is the most important section. So they have to get to a proper medical service in their first treatment. Because if you start in a different place and which doesn't give you the multidisciplinary approach and doesn't give you the best solution, and then the cancer returns, then you reach the referral and the center of excellence, then we have much worse situation to treat the disease and to succeed with the disease. So this is number one. But having said that also, in a head and neck, in my field, most patients, if they receive the right medical treatment, they will get over their problem and get over with the disease. But we don't only consider health in, getting over the cancer, cure of cancer. We also, in our approach, taking care of the quality of life, of the well-being of the patient. So it's not only get rid of the cancer, but also get rid of the cancer and maintaining good life. This is why, because with our surgery and our treatment, we consider both cure and quality of life. And combining this will give the patients the best solution to get over the cancer and continue and going back to his normal life as he was before.